There's a couple who, in order to get to know each other, to find out if marriage is right for them, decides to reenact their entire sexual histories, sort of, as they say, with each other and on each other. And as they start going back through their sexual past, it uncovers things in them that are both secret and some loving and some traumatic. Then you see these people later in their lives trying to wrestle with how to then deal with their children. How, knowing what they know of another person, can they then share that in some way with their children? I think your mother's copy of the Kama Sutra is for me mainly about intimacy and what that might mean. I think it presents people wrestling first with sexuality, and then I think that many of the characters come to realize that there's a deeper intimacy than sexuality, that the sexuality is in some ways a distraction to intimacy, or or the spectacle of intimacy rather than actual intimacy. And so in some sense, I think talking about sexuality in a frank, hopefully very human way, can be a gateway to actual intimacy rather than just the sort of thrill of sex. I think there are very few innate requirements of being human, and I think besides food and love, that sex is one of them. The idea that we have some sort of shielded, very mannered approach to sex seems very strange. The pure idea was to create a performance in which two people recreate their entire sexual histories with each other, on each other, and expose everything about their sexual past. And then life was going on, and then I went away to MacDowell, and in that time period, my daughter had been born, and suddenly the relationship between, in some ways, what sex means to me, or the way in which I was thinking about talking about sex with a daughter was fascinating. I think it's very weird. To this day, when you say that you have a daughter, people say like, "Oh, you're going to want to lock her up," and it seems terrible to me. I don't. Maybe as she gets older, I'll start to come to this point of view, but I hope that I don't. I hope that she has as happy and as healthy of a sexual life as I've had, if that's weird to say, but I just want her to be healthy. And I don't think the attitude of locking women up seems like a healthy, it just seems terrible.